So, hello and welcome back. Now I will try to do this as quickly as I can. I did say in the last video perhaps I will fire this old 45 flathead up and you can hear it run. There is traffic around, there could be lawnmowers around, and of course I'm going to be a little farther away from the camera, but I will try and speak up. Somewhere I do have a remote microphone, although it only works in one channel for this camera. And where is it? Well, I'm not sure. One of the things I find important with an old motorcycle, or I suppose any motorcycle, is have sort of a checklist in mind before you do things. One of the things on this beast is there's supposed to be a switch to prevent the bike from starting while in gear. And indeed it is there. Sort of, kind of. I couldn't get the kind I wanted, and it has not been adapted. So in fact, if I did start it while in gear, it would try to start. Now, would it actually start? Probably not, it would stall. But I just have to make sure I put it in neutral, and of course turn on the gas, turn on the switch, perhaps play with the clutch a little bit, perhaps. Anyway, it is quiet. I think it is time to break the silence and start this old thing up. Alright. So, well, that would put it on first. Let's use the hand shift to make sure it is in neutral. It is in neutral. I'm going to turn the gas to the down position. And I look around. And everything looks okay. I did have it running a little while ago, so I may not need to choke it. So I put the switch in the first position, just for fun. Member said I was having trouble with the turn signals, and sure enough, they're not working again. Oh. Very frustrating when it's so simple and yet it's not. There is nothing worse than a problem that is not consistent. Well, there may be worse things, but it sure is a pain. So, gas is on. It is time. Oftentimes, when I first push the button, I hear a click, such as you did, and it does not spin. So I let my thumb off, and I try again. Okay, that's encouraging. Then I'm going to give it a little choke. And the ignition. So when it was running, the turn signals worked. And now that it's off, oh, it worked, it flashed 3 times, it stopped. 1, and then it flashed once, and it stopped. So there, you have heard the engine roar. And the turn signal issue continues to baffle me. Baffle, baffle, baffle. One thing I wonder about is underneath the headlight there is this rubber mounted sort of flasher unit holder thing that grabs onto the flasher quite vigorously. Like it's a tight squeeze. It's not easy to get it in there, and I've tried to sort of adjust it and open it and such, but it's on a rubber mount and it just sort of says, ha ha ha, yeah, try, but nothing will work. So I'm wondering if that somehow, I don't know, if it's squeezing the flasher too hard. But then, of course, if the flasher isn't held in by anything, you know, things rattle, things jiggle. It's only got two little, you know, like spade connector. So, and it's funny, you know, when I first got this years and years and years ago, one of the things, because I figured, oh well, if the turn signals work, that's a good sign. And the turn signals did work. So, even though it was more than 30 years ago, and it was cold, and it was at the time about $3,000 and all, because the turn signals worked, I decided I should get it. And now, of course, I mean, mostly they have worked over the years, but right now, here I am, tinkering with the turn signals. Anyway, that is about all I have to say about that. Until we meet again, be good, be safe. Ride free, my brother.